Hey, 420 kids live direct in effect. Oklahoma City bound to D-Town. Knowledge is key. Dirty Mac and what's happening?
Yeah. What's the business?
Hey, man, looking at it. Tell me about it. What's going on in the D, man?
Hey, man. Same thing, different day, man. We grabbing Texas by the panhandle and spank the world. IDG, we're cracking, man. But yeah, man. Hell yeah, real shit, man. Hey, to everybody, we're gonna start it off. Make sure y'all definitely like, share, and subscribe to the 420 kids, K Key, and It's Tiller Forever Free. Yeah, man. So tonight's topic, man, we'll get straight down to business. Straight down to business. We're gonna tackle the Woman King, Boycott. So, you know, basically this movie has been described as or looked at controversial because of the homie tribe in West Africa, where 9 is right now. They say that this tribe assisted with slavery. One tribe out of a continent, but they point to this tribe and say that they have assisted in slavery of, you're talking about billions of people now. Like all around the world, we're dealing with colonialization. So since everywhere's been colonized, we're gonna deal with the Woman King and the aspects of this boycott. Dirty Mac, man, what you got, brother?
Man, you know, I went to see the movie, man. It was a pretty good movie, but I think people was mad about, I don't know the exact, but I think they were mad about the writers, and they're portraying like the Africans enslaving themselves. And man, let's go to this little piece from one of the Queen's representatives, man.
Well, I think you're right about reparations in terms of if people want it, though, what they need to do is you always need to go back to the beginning of a supply chain. Where was the beginning of the supply chain? That was in Africa. And when across the entire world, when the slavery was taking place, which was the first nation in the world that abolished slavery? The first nation in the world to abolish it. It was started by William Wilberforce, was the British. In Great Britain, they abolished slavery. 2,000 naval men died on the high seas trying to stop slavery. Why? Because the African kings were rounding up their own people. They had them on cages waiting in the beaches. No one was running into Africa to get them. And I think you're totally right. If reparations need to be paid, we need to go right back to the beginning of that supply chain and say who was rounding up their own people and having them handcuffed in cages. Absolutely. That's where they should start. And maybe, I don't know, the descendants of those families where they died in the high seas trying to stop the slavery, that those families should receive something too, I think, at the same time.
Hey, now look at this. King Charles inherits vast wealth of African royal families. That's what the shit should say. Talking about motherfucking reparations. Ain't that a bitch? Motherfuckers need to raid the goddamn, what you call that shit? That castle over there. All that shit is with African gold. What the fuck is you talking about? Reparations? That bitch lying through her goddamn teeth.
Then they said the son inherited a $1 billion property. What the hell does a $1 billion property look like? I want that to resonate. What the hell does a $1 billion property actually look like? You know, hey, this is why it's so important that we know the past, not his story. Because this is on CNN, aired in the media for the world to see. For the world to see. And we have no recollection of anything in reference to our culture, truly. So you're talking about the whole world, just about everybody is under slavery. Sometimes we don't seem like we include everybody, but tonight we're gonna include Ish Tiller. What's good, God body?
What's
Tonight
going on? What's going
we're
on?
gonna have to real cheesy. Yeah, but tonight we're gonna have to include everybody, and that everybody who's spending money, everybody who's buying property, who's having to pay property tax, everybody that's spending money is an indentured servant. You are a slave now. Now that with that being said, we have to get down to the true topics, like the true topics. In these schools, now you have a woman saying that one tribe in Africa that, by the way, did have a very savage history, and the universe paid them back for whatever they had to do with. And that's the reason why in Africa you'll never hear about the homie tribe now. Like, that's over with. It's a done deal. So now where do we make these other people accountable for their part in this slavery, their part in this whole business? Because the lady just said the people, first of all, she said 2,000 people died at the shore trying to stop slavery. 2,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Out of 7.7 billion people, this bitch said 2,000 people tried to stop slavery. All right, so if you have millions of people, what you got, Dirty Mac?
Hey man, you see all that goddamn wealth? You see that big ass diamond on the Queen's head? That's all off of the institution of slavery, free slave labor, all for the African people. All that gold they got over there, Ghana, you hear me? Go get y'all motherfucking gold back, you hear me? Real shit. These motherfuckers, they find any fucking way to be warmongering, fucking bloodthirsty. Now, this is the power structure. Like I said, this is to inform, not to insult. This isn't teaching hate in any way, form, or fashion, but this is definitely hate of oppression. You hear me? So, like I say, the slavery, the whole boycott thing, the narrative that I think that the people are trying to portray is that they're painting a false narrative with us enslaving each other and selling shit. You motherfuckers came, y'all colonizing the whole world. Y'all was the motherfuckers to start slavery. Y'all didn't try to stop it. Because you profited. You got big ass $400 million diamonds on the top of your crown. All stolen from shit. So you profiting off of this slave system still today. And everybody playing. This ain't a colored thing. Everybody's playing to the monetary system. How the fuck can you buy land? This shit is for free. God made this for everybody. People need to stop placing their fraternal organizations over their racial obligations, because when you stop doing that, you always be at somebody's footstool to rule, man. So, Tiller, what you think about it? That's just a little insight. Bitch got me hot with that bullshit. They tried to stop 2,000. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers died in the transatlantic slave trade.
But the kicker is, though, did you hear what she said after that? No, she said, yeah, they deserve reparations, but also she talking about whoever. Which was she was talking about, like, who the British people were who tried to stop slavery that died.
Yeah,
their people should get reparations.
Yeah.
Well, bitch, you pay.
Wait a minute.
Go to the vault with all the stolen gold and diamonds. Go to that vault and pay them. Shit.
Like, where they come in? Where they come in at? Where they come in at?
They're heroes.
Where they come in at? They families ain't being motherfucking enslaved for the rest of their motherfucking life after they fought for slave, after they whatever tried.
The Queen owned Canada. You hear me? White people stay in Canada. Shit. Everybody's under this fucking shit, and y'all glorifying these how do you glorify your oppressors? They think this shit is about race. This shit ain't about no race. This shit is about have and have nots. So shit. My bad to cut you off, brother. Keep going though.
No, you good. I ain't really had too much to say. I was just gonna point that out far as in, hey, I heard that, you know what I'm saying, amongst other things that I did here. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because I heard when you sent it to me, you know, when I seen it the first time, I'm like, wait a minute, did she just say that? Wait a minute. How she gonna say that?
Damn near made me play it again.
No sense.
Bitch damn near made me play it again, but I ain't even gonna entertain
it. Play that shit again. No, play that shit again, bro. Play it again, bro. Play it again.
Y'all come look at this. Hey,
I don't
y'all
want to
come
get
look
a
at
Yeah,
this.
bitch.
play it
Come look
I
at
again.
it.
don't.
Y'all come look
I
at
don't.
this.
I don't want to get a bitch no goddamn recognition no every time, but y'all gonna play
It,
it
it,
again, man. Cause goddamn, this bitch is on some high power bullshit.
Well, I think you're right about reparations in terms of if people want it, though, what they need to do is you always need to go back to the beginning of a supply chain. Where
Royal
was the beginning of the
commentator.
supply chain?
Hey, royal commentator. So she's speaking in their favor. Okay, let's keep it going.
That was in Africa, and when across the entire world, when the slavery was taking place, which was the first nation in the world that abolished slavery? The first nation in the world to abolish it. It was started by William Wilberforce. Was the British in
The first motherfuckers to enslave people. What the fuck?
Britain? They abolished slavery. 2,000 naval men died on the high seas trying to stop slavery. Why? Because the African kings were rounding up their own people. They had them on cages waiting in the beaches. No one was running into Africa to get them. And I think you're totally right. If reparations need to be paid, we need to go right back to the beginning of that supply chain and say who was rounding up their own people and having them handcuffed in cages. Absolutely. That's where they should start. And maybe, I don't know, the descendants of those families where they died in the high seas trying to stop the slavery, that those families should receive something too, I think, at the same time.
The bitch said no one was running into Africa. It was y'all motherfucking ass. The royal family sending ships
She said they
to
was the
enslave
first.
Africa. You
She
heard all
said
that
they was the
bullshit she's
first
saying?
to abolish. She said they was first to abolish,
man,
right? So
wow,
evidently they
wow.
had to have some slavery shit going on in order to abolish it. You feel me?
Bro, what did she
Like,
say at the beginning? What did she say at the beginning about the in order to find out who
You got to
needed
go back to the
reparations, you had to go back.
original
Yeah, but she
supply.
said she called it a product supply. So she's
Yeah,
saying we're a product. She called everybody a supply, a fucking
man.
supply. So this is how
Supply.
these royal people, look at you. Like they look at you like you are less, very much less than. And it goes. I was in the club the other night, not to go too far, but I seen all these bright lights on, people dancing, how the lights was on them and shit. And I said, damn, this shit looks like a vampire movie from a long time ago. Where you see this is the nightlife, the afterlife. I'm like, damn, bro. So
Blade.
you know what I'm saying? And bruh, and I seen a picture of the queen, and no lie, that shit made me question if vampires is real. To anybody out there who see this and check in, tap in, that's a question in a real life show that I want to get to is, are vampires truly real? Cause somebody
Fuck
sucking the
yeah.
life out of
Hey,
shit,
you know how
everything.
we about to
Yeah,
celebrate too?
what's
We
that?
all finna celebrate Halloween. You hear me? We finna start
Dang,
celebrating their customs and the culture and
dang,
shit. Today you can
bruh.
be a devil. Today you can be Jason. Today
One of
you
them
can be,
things.
what the fuck is all this shit
That's one of
about?
them
We don't know the
things.
portals we opening, bro.
Man,
No clue.
niggas gonna be celebrating that shit by themselves. I ain't doing that shit.
This is
I don't fuck
necromancy.
around.
You hear me? In a
Yep.
form, in a sense. It's hey man, we don't know what the fuck rituals we doing, man. We just following. We ain't questioning shit when we should be questioning everything. Go ahead though, brother.
But did you see Don?
I,
Did you see the KK? Did you see how Don was looking at the end? The
bruh.
nigga was so fucked up he couldn't even say the like.
Hey, like goddamn, I can't. Hey, hold on.
You
Let
know
me
what,
show
man? It's
you
so
how it
much shit
got.
I want to say. I ain't gonna
Man,
say shit.
no, we gonna say everything tonight. We gonna say everything. But
I'm saying,
man, hey,
he
yeah, he didn't want to say nothing. But hey, bruh, if
He
you
was saying
read the
his head.
comment, if you go to the same video, I put up, send that. Man, if you look at the comments, it would blow your mind. It would blow your fucking mind to read these comments. They like, you see, Don Lemon didn't have nothing to say. Like, she shut him down. Like, so basically all of these black people, man, it's so much with these words, brother, but it's so much,
man, they looking at it
man,
wrong than the motherfucker. What? Shit,
wrong
shut
than
him
a
down.
motherfucker.
Goddamn.
Ah, they talking about he didn't have nothing to say. Nothing to say.
It's like, damn, how do you respond sometimes to so much bullshit? A motherfucker just you like, did this
Yeah.
motherfucker
Yeah.
really just say this shit? Like the shit you said, supply.
Supply. Supply.
I didn't even when you said it, damn, that's when it clicked in my head. Damn, that bitch did say supply, didn't she? She didn't say
Yeah.
source.
She
She
said
said
supply.
supply. Uh-huh.
Supply.
Original
Man,
supply chain. Who's
They
the
come
first
with the
you
motherfucker to
got
website.
it.
supply them? She, you know, I was like, damn. Like we
You
got
got to
hard
go
rules
back
about
to
that.
the original supply chain. The original supply, where it all started. So let's say it did start there. So the homie tribe must have lost like a motherfucker, because now the homie tribe existed from the 1600s AD to 1904. This is how long that tribe exists. They gone. They in the South Benin somewhere where they call South Benin. So this tribe's karma, whoever put the tribe up to it, must have got rid of that tribe then. And
Right.
now they must have took them traditions and they done took over the whole fucking world.
Yeah.
All right, real shit. Well, we
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
understand, man. Our gold and the diamonds that's stole from the motherland is on tourist attractions. You can't go and see anybody as ancestors from 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. You hear me? You can't, not any other race in the world. You hear me?
Yeah.
Except us. You hear me? So it's imperative that we learn our history. People always be on, man, why are we gonna live in the past? Because if you don't live in the past, you'll never know that you can have a future, or that you never accomplish anything, because the oppressor is telling the story of our people. You can't let me identify knowledge. You can't let me identify Tiller. Y'all supposed to identify yourselves. You hear me?
Right.
I can say whatever the fuck I want to say about y'all if I'm telling the story.
Right.
Real shit.
If I got a big
No
media corporate, I got big movie production. You hear me? I can write. I got enough resources to write a major box office hit. I can tell whatever story the fuck I want to, or I'm teaching your kids. You see your kids. I mean, we at work all day. We send our kids, your kids in here. I'm teaching them whatever rhetoric I want.
Yeah. Whatever.
See, this is why we got
Whatever.
to touch on the historical base. Because if you
And
can
what
touch enough historical base, the mind
Yeah.
will recorrect itself. Go ahead.
There we go. And go ahead, Chill. Go ahead. Pop them up.
I need an answer to a question. I don't know for sure. Is there mass production of oil in Africa?
Before
What?
before we go with that statement, yeah,
I
hell
just
yeah. But yeah,
so
before you ask that question, I want to add something, just so I don't forget it. Just so I don't forget it, because it's tied into what Dirty just spoke about the education. That's where I get where I see from a global standpoint, we're not going nowhere as far as the education, because we're not learning the education from inside out. We learning it from outside sources. Everybody is going to a religion to learn. They going to experience from people who couldn't accomplish nothing themselves and learn. Most kids' parents can't teach them how to organize a business. They can't teach them how to grow or plant anything. They can't teach them how to really function and not depend on the system. Period, point blank. So when we go to the education part, especially with the history of people that look like us, when we go into that education, I say we definitely have to be aware of who is giving us what we think we know. Like, because they giving you all the bad, but they giving you none of the good. That's why school, the history starts off with slavery. How do you start something off that you readily admit didn't even take place under 500 years ago, but then you find a 1.5 million year old bones from a lady that was in Africa as well, and you don't talk about this 1.5 million years, you structure it down to a little under 500 years. I mean, how do you do that? So we got to be careful and mindful about the triggers we have, everything that stops us from actually being, like in our language, there were no cousins. There were no cousins. If your mama and daddy or that I got sisters, for instance, sisters. So when they have kids and I have kids, my kids and their kids are brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? But in our mind, we say they're my cousins. So everything that we talk makes us distance ourselves from the next person, whether we like it or not. Even if that's not our intention, the way we speak definitely makes us divisive towards one of another. And it's the words. It's not what we really deep down feel. It's the way we express it. But yeah, tell about the oil, bro.
Gold, oil, diamonds. So I had I needed to ask that question just so I could make sure that what I was about to say was on point as far as if we think about Africa. America is built off of that continent's back because of why? G-O-D. In God we trust. Gold, they used gold, oil, and diamonds, G-O-D, and formulated a currency, the American dollar, to overtake everything. You feel what I'm saying? They went and raped and pillaged the richest country, tricked and conned whoever that could be conned and bought out. They bought them out because you know you got motherfuckers that just since the beginning of time you got motherfuckers that only cared about themselves. It's the curse of man.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Part of the curse of man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all have our selfish ways and intuition and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I asked that question. Just to make sure that I was on the right track. That's it. I just need to make sure. I felt like I knew, but you know what I'm saying? I've been hit in the head a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hell of an acronym too.
But yeah, man, that's a hell of an acronym.
My guy, my shout out to my nigga, to my nigga Savior Worldwide, man. Shit, that nigga turned me on. He said that shit in the pen to me. Fuck me up. Fuck me up. He wrote a whole song about it, had me fucked up. For real, gold, oil, and diamonds. Then I was just saying, like, shit.
And
say
I always
the rich continent and minerals and all this shit like that.
So when they want to keep our mindset as far away from that shit as possible, they're gonna make you. What better way to teach you to hate your fellow brothers from another country than told them they sold you into this fucked up system that we all living in today? What better way to get you to hate? And you know how people we politic about this shit all day. We chop and pop. These are my high priests right here. I chop and pop. I get advice, give advice. Most of the time I'm getting it because you hear me. But like I said, we always talk about how long are we going to keep talking about this? My answer is the better question we should be asking: how long they gonna keep teaching us this shit? You hear me? Because right now in 2022. It's unfortunate, but African Americans right now are learning about slavery. Kids, you hear me? Right now. So let's not talk about no 500 years ago. We're talking about 2022. Right now. American history starts with what? Slavery. So I think this is the message that we're trying to portray when we're saying a woman king boycott. I think this is the message that we're portraying. That we can't formulate the speech, but it's just the actions. Because, you know, they always feeding us fruits from a poisonous tree. So if we continue to eat these fruits, hey, man. But unfortunately, hey, man, we got to do better as far as what you got on that knowledge, man. What you over there blowing on, man, on 420 kids, man? Shit, let me get some of this shit popping. Let me roll it. I'm rolling up, too. You ain't finna smoke me under the table, man.
It's 420. Come smoke with me, y'all. Man,
come roll one, blaze one for the nation. Blaze one for the nation. Pull up politic.
Man,
for real, man. Knowledge
top, man. It's Tiller, man. That bruh, you hear some shit on what? You just don't. I don't know what kind of conversation y'all had in the pen, bro. Whatever the fuck, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, you hit that shit perfect. So, hey, whoever you had that conversation with, know you. Hey, God body represented you to the motherfucking fullest. Like, niggas felt your presence on the show tonight behind that one right there. Like, square business, man. To think, bro, that diamonds, they say, are a girl's best friend. Oil, I used to work in the oil field, bro. I've seen in West Texas where the wind just kick up. You see little funnel tornadoes looking, but all you see is oil rigs. They look like big ass needles way up in the sky. And you see a drill come down, boom, shake the whole motherfucker. They go way the fuck down in the earth till it hit oil. So that's just like giving a person a blood transfusion. Like if somebody drain all the blood out of you, you know, talk about vampires earlier. But once they suck the blood out of you, what are you, shit? You know what I'm saying? So are we looking to kill the earth? Like they did definitely take gold, oil, and diamonds and formulated money. That's what it had to be back behind. You know, we add silver too, but you know,
back by
money
now. It's backed by gold.
You know what I'm saying?
Oil now. So where you saying, do they got oil in Africa? Fuck yeah.
Come on.
They biggest fucking production where they produce it. Shit.
Yeah. Like I said, I pretty much already knew that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you was over there in that while you in the military. Nigga. Shit, you was over there fighting over that shit. Them goddamn oil contracts.
I was out there. Yeah, I was out there. And I was
out
there in Iraq.
You know better than any of us.
Look, people don't. Hey, look, you know it's people like you and knowledge over there too, working for big contract companies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna throw the names out there, but you know what I'm saying, working for big contract companies. You know what I'm saying, to either be out there as security, as a private security firm. Now understand that. Why in a war zone where you have the American military do you need a private security firm out there? You see what I'm saying? It's secrets kept from people who keeping secrets. The motherfuckers who keeping secrets don't even know all the damn secrets.
Real shit. They don't have clearance.
What did he say?
That's why. Hey, look, that's why you put their feet under the fire. That's why they be.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, shit, this all I know.
Yeah.
And they ain't lying when they say that's all they know. That's all they know. Cause it's deeper than what they telling you. But shit, yeah, man, that the gold, oil, and diamonds, man. Shit, I was sitting here trying to, before we got on, I was trying to get on the internet and look at some of that Woman King boycott stuff, because I hadn't seen the video on it. You know, sometimes I'll be late to some of that stuff. But
yeah,
that's crazy. Everything. What is it? What they saying? You ain't got no clip? You got a video clip?
I ain't got a clip, man. I'm on the bullshit, man. I ain't got a video clip though. But
let me get one of them clips you got over there.
I did clip. I get it, man. That motherfucker. He done took it back to the motherfucking joint. Hey, I remember we want them clips. Hey, we gonna show y'all how you light a motherfucking joint in prison, man. This shit'll blow your motherfucking mind. You will take your kid will win a science project doing this shit for real.
Swear to God.
How to create fire with some batteries.
Especially if you do it with them hot sauce bottles.
With some batteries. Some batteries.
Oh yeah, how you motherfucking
a flame.
Make a light with the batteries.
It'll fuck you up. It'll fuck you up. You'll swear a nigga like MacGyver or something.
I can light this cigarette with 2 batteries and a razor.
And a razor. 2 batteries and a razor. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that shit on here. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Y'all keep that on the wraps.
And if I
y'all keep that on the wraps right there.
Matter of fact, a piece of aluminum foil if I'm sitting right here, because it ain't nothing metal or nothing right here. But if I'm around something metal, I just need 2 batteries and like
metal is a conductor,
like a razor blade or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The tap, just or a 2 pieces of wire, whatever.
Motherfucker fingertips be hot in the motherfucker like shit. Hey, shit for real.
Hell yeah. Get that razor, pop it in half, and have that motherfucker. You gotta hold it there, and it's gonna spark. And that thing gonna turn red. You just gotta,
yeah. Tell me about it, knowledge, man. What you What you think about that? Because you was reading up on it, the homie tribe, man. The homies,
Oh yeah,
man.
Oh yeah, so yeah, bro, they were savage. I'm not gonna lie, like for them to come out with this movie with the
But see,
image
I
that we
seen the
have
movie.
out here in the world. Yeah, you did. So
Yeah.
you
So a lot of them were captors.
You pull
They
up, get your take on it.
So they in the movie?
mix. Yeah, this is the tribe that's in the movie. It's a
the
fictional character.
Homie tribe.
It's the homie tribe. Yeah.
It's a fictional movie with real historical events and fiction mix. You hear me? So that makes it fiction, but they use real shit though.
Right.
You hear me? But it's mostly a facade. So
Hollywood.
a lot of the women were captors themselves of tribalism, wars and shit. You hear me? So they basically escape freedom, and then they start they no longer the hunted, they the hunters. You hear me? So shit. Now they protecting it in verse. Then the Romans come in with the guns and all that shit, and then like the story they tell, we sold each other, and they had themselves in slavery before. You hear me? Or they even came into any of the shores of Africa. They was already in slavery. So it's a money thing. It's a classism. They don't give a fuck about you being white or black. They'll take your money. All money don't got no color.
Right.
No.
So
and how and how we think gangs is the problem. A long time ago, when you say they came in, they came in with guns, and they came in with the biggest thing that you could possibly ever come with: religion. They came with guns and religion. Like, so when you look at this, the same way,
people more divided than this shit right here, man. God,
nothing.
Damn it, man.
Nothing. When religion means to re-yoke or retie.
It's already out, ain't it?
Real talk.
Yeah, it's out.
Real talk. Yes, out.
I like it. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Usually,
it's a good movie.
I go to sleep on a movie. I was getting sleepy, but it's a good movie.
I would be there asleep.
Me and baby, and they motherfuckers sleep in the recliners. Man, we're in the recliners.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait till come on stream on the TV, man, because I ain't about to spend that money going there. Hey, look, man,
you better get your Amazon. Fire Stick. Go holler at Bezos. Bezos will let you get on for 40. You hear me? You can watch anything you want.
Oh shit, for real.
I call Bezos, hey bro, hey Bezos, hey man, I need to hook up, man.
All right, man.
He gonna let you. Hey, Bezos, he made it to where you can unlock the shit.
No, that's his wife that made that happen when they divorced.
Oh shit, that piece of shit.
Okay, you want to do that?
The woman want the marriage. They want to get married and they want to get divorced. God damn, what is it? God damn it. You wanted to get married. Now you want to get divorced? I've been the same motherfucker for 20 years. It's you changing up. God damn it. Shit, I'm the same. Fuck the tip. That's crazy.
They've been the same piece of shit the whole time. No,
these contracts, you hear me? This is we were they on the contract. You hear me? Anything that starts with con, it could be manipulated to the conversation. What you say earlier? Contract, contact. Shit,
man. Damn, what does contact do?
Contact. Let me blow some of this shit in your face so you can get hot.
Yeah, for real. Hey, for real.
Hey, see, energy is magnetic. Energy is magnetic. Here you go.
Pass me that right.
Here you go. Smoke on that shit. Smoke on that shit.
Bang. Oh, you got
I've been waiting to do that shit. I've been waiting to do that. Hold on. Let me.
That motherfucker survived right there.
Put your face in the camera, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, shit. Hey.
Put your face in the camera.
Hey, for real.
There you go. There you go. Got him.
Yeah. Let me hit that motherfucker. Let me get that motherfucker back. Let me hit that motherfucker. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. He's like,
shit, I got another one. Don't even worry about it. I got
oh, yeah. Real time. Man.
But yeah, man, that's yeah. I can't go to the movies and see it because, like I said, man, I took the fam to the movies to see one of the Spider-Man movies or some shit like that came out in
Mm,
the movies or whatever. Man, I was in that mother.
knock the
I ate
fuck out.
I ate me a pack of Reese's and I was gone for real. I'm
Hey,
talking
back
about
to
that.
that though, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
The homie tribe, yeah. The homie tribe and the stories that they given is real tribes and religions. Like in all these religious books, they talking about a lot of the same type things. And Dirty Right, they do make it fictional. So we gotta understand that in Hollywood, they gonna give you a lot of the facts, a lot of the clues, but then they gonna distort it. They gonna turn around and distort the shit so y'all can start bickering back and forth. It's like shit, it's scientific, man. Like they have studied human beings through CIA. They have all these different agencies that have studied people's behavior for a long time. So until we all get a grasp on our own behavior, our own structure, our own focus, then how can you take back control or power that you willingly give away?
Hey.
You know what?
Well, hold on. I agree. You said, what do you mean willing to give away? Well, explain that part.
All right.
Yeah.
So if so, once again, I get to it because we talk about this shit, and we didn't had head banging discussions where we like battle rams. I want everybody to know that this
Like
is
the
something that
motherfucking
we
white
talk
boys,
about.
the
Hey,
white
for
boys
real,
at the concert,
we on
they
hey we
doing that
on
shit.
that.
Hey, nigga, we here,
We
we
are
banging
on
heads
that
like a motherfucker. Yeah.
like a motherfucker. So when you ask that, what question did you just ask?
Goddamn, I don't smoke. We done had a motherfucking head. What you call
Yeah,
them? A
for
brain
real.
fart. A
Yeah,
brain fart. You.
for real. Big time.
You
That
said the
Damn.
goddamn
willing,
weed.
the willing something. What do you say? The willing. What do you say? Dirty. The willing.
Oh, yeah. When you give your power away
Yeah.
willingly,
Okay.
willingly.
Willingly.
So
Yeah.
when
Willingly giving your power away.
yeah. So this is where I be at with it. We be having a discussion on amongst black people in order for us to get out of poverty, out of a state of mental confusion, mental fuckery, religions, everything that has divided us, that has us working against each other, the petty arguing, the petty bickering. The only solution that I personally see, they say we have to call each other black. I agree that we have to be on the same page or same accordance, but I'm not willingly giving my power away to when I can see that I'm brown, allow somebody to tell me I'm black. That's the only thing I feel like I'm taking my own self-power back. It's not that I'm not disconnecting with the people. Shit, I got man, like I'm the mother, like, yeah, I don't put the I thing because there was many Christs. That, they say it was 13 amongst these, but certain people have made one person the idol, and when they made that one person the idol, now we all bicker and fuss on who the idol is when we all are idol. Like we all God body. I make it a point to call everybody I wrote, what's up, God? What's up, God body? Like it's a point to do that, but I refuse to give my power away to anything or anybody, like at any point in time. So that be the only thing. But even that is still the words. It's not the feeling. If we had telekinetic powers now, like we have had in the past, man, I definitely state that there are a lot of gifts in a lot of these movies. A lot of stuff that we look at as fictional is actually fact as well. Like we seen Jordan hang in the air.
Conspiracy
You know
theories.
what I'm
It's all
saying? Real
passed
talk.
off. That's
Real
fictional,
talk.
but it's true. Yeah.
Right.
It's true. It's true. It's true. But yeah.
What caught my attention, you know, what I thought about was something that I done heard you say. I done heard Dirty say. I done heard plenty of people say. What's the best way to hide the truth from somebody? In plain sight.
Yeah.
Now, not only in some of these movies do they show, they hide through the admiration that they try to show us, they hide their hatred, but they also hide our real truth. But sometimes we don't really see it like that. You see what I'm saying? Hide it in plain sight. The truth about us and the hatred that they have for us. Because that's what they doing. The hatred is they're putting our history out there knowing a lot of us don't even know it, and they're profiting off of it. Still,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all motherfuckers might be making money. Y'all motherfuckers might be living better than y'all was before and everything like that, but we still gonna make something off of y'all.
And I disagree with that statement. They're living better than we was before. I agree with everything.
Right.
You said.
Now, yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just like that's something they would say. Like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers might be living a little better. That's what they're saying. Like in their, you know what I'm saying, in their mentality, how they looking at it. Like, yeah, y'all got jobs, y'all got rights and shit like that, but we still make the money off y'all ass. That's what I'm saying. As far as the hierarchy, that's how the hierarchy think. You see what I'm saying?
We need to do the series from what is it? From slaves to Negroes to niggas to African Americans. You hear me? And show the mind state of the people. But like I say, a lot of people say, why are we gonna keep living in the past? As long as they keep teaching the shit they teaching us still about 400 or 500 years ago right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. That's what they teach our kids about right now. So people be like, oh, you need to get off the I mean, like, oh, it's pessimistic or negative. It might, damn, goddamn, you don't feel some type of way about that shit? The whole, like I say, and they still looking for Nazis right now. You hear me? To kill them. To kill them. You hear me? It's on site. They not, it's no forgiving for, hey, man, you see the Jews now? They own everything. Hell, even us, they own this shit we on right now. You better not say nothing about no Jews. You know what I mean? Or any of their shit, because they protect their shit. You know what I mean? Just like on YouTube shit, they got a motherfucking nigga bashing. Look at Charleston White and Cynthia G. They got on there talking about oppression. They see, oh, they shut their ass smooth down. You hear me? They got on here with they see YouTube got a nigga bashing algorithm. You can turn niggas down all day on that motherfucker. That seemed to be the thing that we taught because they keep teaching our kids this derogative ass history, but try hiding the true story.
You're right.
About all the things that we cultivated, all the things that African Americans have contributed to mankind. You hear me? They're teaching lies in the history books right now of the exact opposite.
Right.
You hear me? And we, hey man, I don't know, man. It's the same story going on right now. That's why that shit is so relevant. It's the same shit going on right now. We just can't see we in the same position as 500 years ago because they got shit like cars and televisions and fucking sewing machines. You hear me? So we think we living better than the slaves. Wasn't paying a water bill. They wasn't paying light bill. They wasn't paying for food. They wasn't shacked up like motherfucking prison cells next door to your neighbor. Your neighbor trying to turn down the music. You talk to, I'm a loud motherfucker. You hear me? I can't be having a motherfucker talking about be quiet and shit. Man, fuck you. You hear me? Go fuck yourself. Man. Be quiet. Man, shut the fuck up. Weenie ass mother. You hear me? The lions roar is loud. Roar. You hear that shit from the little sheep talk like, So yeah, that's why I say the motherfuckers gonna be afraid of the lions though, but the story is relevant. It's today, man. That shit ain't in the past. It's just depending on what lens you're looking for. The technology is advancing at rapid speeds, so rapidly that hey man, these phones is the biggest civil rights infringement known to mankind. You hear me? These phones know more about you than your motherfucking spouse. You hear me?
Dang. Whoa.
Boy, they know everything. Know your secrets.
Your secrets ain't safe with me. Hey, what Alicia Keys singing that motherfucker? Shit. Not with these phones. Your secrets ain't safe.
I'm gonna tell.
Man.
Your secret.
Yeah.
Your secret ain't not safe with me.
Hey,
no.
I can dig it though. Hey, it's a freestyle, right now. But the Woman King, man, it's a good story, man.
You already seen it?
Good movie. Huh?
You already watched it?
Yeah, I watched it, man. This shit. I liked it. Like I said, I stayed up. Last 6 movies I done went to, I'd have been asleep.
Yeah.
I can't, man. I done ate the popcorn and some more shit before the goddamn movie that came on. You hear me? I at the movie just steady. You hear me? Hey, I ain't try. I'm smacking loud and some more shit. You know how motherfuckers be trying not to eat noisy, man. Fuck you. You hear me? Shit. Hey,
Man,
but it's a good movie.
Man,
what you on over there? Knowledge on something.
You say what? On that motherfucking the gold, oil, and diamonds. Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah.
That's
fuck
a hell
with
of
you.
Okay, goddamn.
The gold, oil, and diamonds.
Yeah. On that go. That shit made me think about something, right? Like if you paying for resources, this free. If the water, the air, all that shit, even the thoughts that come to a person's mind and make them invent, if all of that shit costs nothing, if it costs nothing, then who in the fuck is somebody to say I'm gonna gather all of it? Y'all go pick all this shit and break it to me, and I'm gonna sort it out to everybody else in the world. Like, what kind of shit is that, man? What the fuck? I mean, what the fuck is like, yeah. Like, what's I don't know.
You can create shit. You can create institutions like world starvation and homelessness.
It's creation.
It's created.
It's definitely a creation.
It's definitely the problem. The problem is people is selling food and land. This shit is
guns.
You can't run out of that shit.
The white man's best friend forever. Guns.
Yeah.
Being the white man's best friend.
What?
Forever.
A little kid pull up with a burner right now. Oh shit! You hear me? You hear me? That's how once you see what happened. So that's instant. They telling niggas, you motherfuckers pulled up with guns. You hear me? And they pull up showing what this motherfucker can do at first.
They don't put. They come.
You hear me? Yeah. Oh shit. You hear me? Man, stop selling that bullshit ass story, man. Motherfuckers is coming into consciousness, man. We ain't going for that bullshit no more. You hear me?
Yeah.
Straight up. We're not going for that bullshit. Stop fucking. So this what the bite. That's that Macostic Records in that African DNA. Man, fuck this shit. We see black people in it. It's a majority black movie. We want to support those people in the movie, of course, because we black and we love supporting each other. We love supporting our brothers, sisters, our mothers, our aunties, our grandmas, our families, our communities, our schools. We love supporting each other. But when you come in with motherfucking, oh shit, you hear me? Hey, that shit go out the window. All that shit out the window. You hear me? Your weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, you motherfuckers don't want to talk about that shit. That's why this gun violence ain't going nowhere. You talking about taking their number one resource away.
Right.
What?
Right.
I mean, the resources are being distributed to people. Somebody has the ability to say, you know what, today the economy bad. Shit, everything going. Somebody has this ability who's distributing. She just called people a supply. A supply, bro. Like, did we not catch that shit? Everything is for profit. Being poor is even being criminalized. If you get your lights cut out, don't they take your kids and try to give you a neglect case? God damn, bro. Like, word life for real. Like, but see, that's what I'm saying. How many people on the world that legitimately work for money, breathe, meditate, say, man, you know, I'm connected with the universe. I'm gonna make everything happen the way I generally visualize it, not the way somebody else visualizes it for me. How I visualize whatever, I'm gonna mold and make that. And I know millions of other people with the same mindset. Imagine what you build in a year. Imagine what you build in fucking 6 months. If you can get everybody to just agree for a second, look, somebody is distributing everything that we have is being, even though it's nobody paid for it. So I have no choice but to go inside and then go out. Because if I fuck with all this outside shit, I'm gonna fall for whatever trap, whatever motherfucking mouse trap a motherfucker lay out there for you. You go, yeah, bro. Like this shit goes so far. And then when she's speaking, she said, if you get your lights cut off, if somebody say, hey, look, bro, it is a crime to be broke. If you run a stop sign in a neighborhood, you was looking down for a second, something dropped. You run a stop sign with nobody coming or nothing. It's just a stop sign right there. The police see you run that stop sign, they gonna get behind you. You say, man, I don't have insurance. Where your license insurance? I don't have insurance. It just went out. I couldn't afford it this month. Got an insurance ticket, a running a stop sign ticket. You might be $800 for you get out the door out here in Dallas. I don't know where anybody else.
Your car.
Man, they might tow your car. Come on. So now you saying the person already had nothing. And man, and then if you don't pay that ticket, when they say pay that ticket, what happens now?
Incarceration. You can go to jail.
Yeah, you got a warrant. You got a warrant. Yeah. It's a crime. It is a crime to be broke. It is a crime not to have money. So yeah, they will take your kids because your lights got cut out. Yeah, it's these people do not have a heart. That's why I lean closely on putting the color on it, because I've seen all different type of people have a heart. So that part I know for a fact. Whoever doing this shit, they don't have a heart. Just like we might look at wealthy person.
It's the white power structure. The white wealthy,
it's the structure,
not the ordinary middle class.
But it could be Asian. But it could be Asian.
Narrative.
Yeah.
They
a lot of them.
They face
a lot of these.
They face on the money.
Yeah.
They face a lot of school indoctrination. God damn it, it's them.
Period. And a lot of the politicians connect with other politicians from different countries. They even made a law here where being asleep in public is against the law. Damn, this targets the homeless. Damn.
Yeah. This is a country where we'll fuck you. Get the fuck away from me, you bum. And we'll give our money to $1 million preacher.
Right.
This is the consciousness of America, man. We're sick. We are sick. You know this motherfucker is homeless and has a drug addiction and he's poor. Hey, get the fuck away from me, you bum. And we will give our motherfucking money to a motherfucking rich motherfucker with Cadillacs and every suit for a day, a brand new suit for the day a week. We are sick as a people. Classism, that shit is destroying us worse than racism. We got the money where we can invest in self and capitalize off our shit, but we got.
Hey, you know what this comment she just put here? You know what that is? I was subject ear on the side of saying that shit could be organ harvesting, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
When a person is homeless, real shit. When a person is homeless,
oh yeah, all that shit going to donation, player.
And who knows where they? Who knows, bro? My mom and one of my uncles was homeless in California. It took them years trying to locate him and find him while he was homeless. They hired private investigators and everything, bro, to find him in California being homeless. So a lot of homeless people, bro, they don't even have nobody looking for them. They die or something. It's just like they disappeared. The majority of them, like it's like they disappeared.
We got so if you want to take that, we got a homie that's lived on Skids Road. You hear me? One of the homies we fuck with his house all the time. You hear me? Hopefully he'll get on here and tell his story one day. You hear me? I ain't gonna say no names, but shit, that shit is real, bro. That shit is real. Motherfuckers 2 weeks away from that shit. You hear me?
Right.
Because of this
system. It don't take much. It don't take much.
Right.
It don't take much at all. Real talk. 3 bad months. 3 consistent bad months. And a motherfucker really fuck around, be on his ass for real. Then you put another 3 on top of that, nigga fuck around, been and lost the whip, all that shit. Cause that's how it's gonna go. First you lose the crib and shit like that. Fuck around and be bouncing around and shit like that. And next thing you know, goddamn, some reason you done lost the goddamn whip. You see what I'm saying? Now motherfucker just, and then some people just lose their shit instantly. Motherfucker in my hometown, whole shit just burned to the ground. Had the damn everybody in the family died but them. That motherfucker went, you know what I'm saying? You know that's
I done experienced how our shit done burned down before on Christmas. So, nigga, I know what you talking about right there.
Yeah.
Christmas,
Yeah.
we done seen snuck in the closet, seen all the Christmas toys, nigga. That shit burned down, nigga.
I'll tell you my thoughts on that in private of why that happened. Why I let my wife tell you her thoughts about why that happened on that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, I can
You
dig
feel
it,
me?
man. Yeah, I can dig it.
We'll talk about that later, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
I can dig it.
but you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. But definitely I wouldn't back to the woman king shit, the boy, I don't understand why motherfucker what is it what is all of what you mad at? What you mad at? From the mermaid to the woman king shit, what the fuck is you really mad at? For real.
Man.
For real. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. You motherfuckers out here that's upset, mad about this shit. I don't know. It might be some men that's mad about the title. Woman king. Man should be, I don't know. Anybody who's having a problem with something other than the fact, like, man, I feel like they projecting the story wrong, and we know some truth there that they're missing, and something like that. Okay, fine. You're saying it's more truth to that than you think. Okay, fine. But other than that, like, what the fuck is you mad about?
This is some fucked up shit I think we got going on before I pass it to you real quick. Knowledge that I think we got going on in our community.
Then you say it was some black people mad at this shit?
It's niggas. Just like we point out black on black crime, and we don't point out no other crime. You hear me?
Yeah, point
I
this shit
think
out.
if the white man, there wasn't a boycott for 12 Years a Slave, you hear me? Or any other slave movies. Why this one, though? Man. Why this one?
It gave too much game. Yeah, I think it probably gave too much game.
This is the one with the most of the black cast, where the niggas won in the end. The niggas won at the end of the movie. The niggas won. It was a winning scenario. Why this one? Every other scenario, every other slave movie, the niggas lost. Get the shit beat out of bitch getting raped. You hear me? Excuse me for saying bitch, but this is how baby was sitting right here. I love women, respect women, but that's just how I talk. You hear me? So, God damn it. Why, when niggas, you watch TV with the motherfucker saying that, why when the nigga saying the shit, you're same shit with that, why? But go ahead, Knowledge, man. I know you got something. Why? Why, though?
Hey, threw me through a little shit. Hey, threw me through a little.
Bro?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, bro.
Pass that motherfucker quick. Man, take this gun before I kill a motherfucker.
It's damn. Shit. The reason why is people look at Hollywood, bro, and it's a structure that's already built. You know they gonna tell you secrets about what's happening and what's going to happen. They just showed us the Purge. Do people think the Purge they gonna really happen? Shit, hell yeah! They just told you in Chicago, January 1st, it's no longer. You don't need a bond for capital murder.
It's been going on.
You get straight out. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even need a bond no more. So you ask yourself when you see how it have been times where you done heard of 70 bodies dropping in Chicago in one day. One day, 70 people. Like shit, let's keep it 1,000. So now
population, it's a big mega
population. Real talk.
The numbers are being over-exaggerated.
The numbers are definitely, but however, with the solutions that we are given, we don't have to just be in the system because the people that's in the way, like if you on social assistance, they don't give you help until you don't have nothing. They want to know how many cars you got, how far behind you is on your rent, what your bank account look like. They want to know everything. So they not proactive, they just reactive. You know, they're not proactively trying to solve your problems. Peace up, Rochelle, too. They not trying to solve your problems. They only come to be the solution for your problem. So a lot of people that get assistance, they don't actually send them to get a trade. If they really cared, they would send them to get a trade. But we have something over us that's really rationing out what we use. It monitors our phones now. It monitors everything we do because it's a control. So the longer we allow, the longer that we don't see and reflect from inside out, we're gonna keep letting movies dictate how you think. Oh, why did this happen in a movie? Oh, I'm mad. Oh, a black girl's a mermaid. I'm pissed. The mermaid didn't look like that in 1989. Fuck that. I'm not watching that. Like we gonna keep doing this bullshit. Like, you know, yeah. She said they mad because they are saying that the part of those tribes played in the slave trade are being downplayed. Oh, okay. So she's saying they get mad with the movie because they say that the part the tribes actually played in slavery is being downplayed.
I know the storyline. I know the storyline. I say this is the only slave movie ever where the niggas won.
Damn.
You hear me?
They raised the question. And they raised the question. Hey, that is a major question. That is and even
why
me
do
knowing,
we want to boycott this one?
Because, brother, you hear the Jews. Let's say we got to hear. You hear the Jews.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying the diamond in the rough on that. When they look at the slave trade, they say they don't put in there how it was truly done. You put in there how it was truly done. Yeah, the black women actually fought in some of these wars. That a lot of these tribal people was tricked with guns because they came in with Bibles and guns. So when they start taking over certain parts, other tribes like, damn, if I link with you, will you give me? Yeah, and they say, will you give me some guns? If I link up with you, can I get some guns? I help you capture other people. Fear will make you do some shit you would never, ever in this world think you would do.
You see a motherfucker get killed before a shot. The gun just
stuff. Real talk.
The actual visualization of the shit happening. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a whole
brother. We're talking about a whole so the concept that the African American people fucking sold themselves into slavery is fucking preposterous. You hear me? Stop selling that bullshit.
Hey, man, I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't mean to interrupt you. But tell me this. And any person who disagrees, I'm very open to this conversation. How do you sell yourself? How do you sell your brother and sister to somebody when you don't even use money? If you don't even have a fair exchange for these people, I mean, goddamn. I mean, I need to know this shit right here. Somebody, hey, so whoever got the answer to that shit first. If you got the answer to that shit.
What do you see in your house that comes from Europe? There's nothing to barter with. Where all these oil companies, they're not in Europe doing. They in Africa, man. Exploiting the resources, man. They not.
This how you trick them, right? So you know you had the ego was always around, right? So you know you have a king over here of this tribe. He want more land. They target him. Hey man, we're gonna give you these guns. The guns, they gonna go take over that land, right? And they gonna use them for a little bit. The motherfuckers who gonna get down and surrender, they gonna have them, train them up, have them ass riding with them. The rest of them, they gonna be slaves. Then they gonna pillage that village, and then they gonna do it again, and just keep on going. That's okay. I just say it like that's how I would do it.
Yeah.
If I was the powers that be, if I wanted to do some shit like that, control some, okay, I'm gonna use this person right here and his group, cause I know he want more. I'm gonna help him take over this. Okay, you take over this, you give me all the people, you can have all the land.
That's how Africa failed. This fucking vanity king shit that everybody on. Just think of the vanity of a king. He's building statues of himself. Servants all around. You just think of the psychological condition of this is the power corrupting. Absolutely. Absolute power corrupts and power corrupts absolutely. You hear me? So when you start becoming power hungry, this is the corruptible force that they even be trying to talk about when we justify each other, selling each other. You hear me? So like I said, man, and us being the fathers and mothers of civilization, it's hard for us to look at any other race with hatred, bro. We don't do that shit, bro. We're not hateful people. We're just an oppressed people stuck in fucked up situations because we refuse to acknowledge these patriarchies and these motherfucking, like I said, what the fuck? I know I seen that $400 million diamond the queen had on her head from South Africa. I don't see what the fuck she had in Europe except some stolen goods. You hear me?
Right.
So, and shit, I mean, goddamn, let me come steal anything out your house. You hear me? Just it could be a goddamn butter knife. You hear me? Goddamn it, motherfucker, gonna be. You hear me? So, this coward perception that we have developed as African Americans, not acting like we don't see shit going on. You hear me? We grow up and we have children. Is that what we want to teach our kids, bro? You hear me? We always talk about kids.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that.
Don't look at that.
Hey,
don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that.
Do that on the upgraded version, man. Ask Siri with kids the definition of kids, and let her say the second definition.
I don't think I'm gonna do it, but
she won't say it. It didn't try. Okay.
She didn't.
You know, my Siri be acting like she be drunk or some shit.
I
guess she go off this. She see me drinking and think she be drunk.
You speech slurred. You speech slurred.
But that's why I say our communication, though, bro.
Kids?
Yeah.
Kid is an informal term. As a noun, it means
a young goat, leather made from a young goat's skin. But
there
that's two definitions. That's the second definition.
All right, but see, that's where it goes to figuring out what a word is. You got to figure out where that word derives from. And if you see where the word kid derives from, it derives from a baby goat. Now we call our young people baby goats, and we expect them to act civilized in the world. We've been calling them, but we think we have power over these vibrations. See, that's the big thing. These words of vibrations. That's the reasons why we don't speak our tongue, our native tongue. I just asked a guy I work with. I said, "Hey man," he said, "So what's your name again?" I said, "Knowledge." He said, "Oh, they have your name. They have your name and something else here. Not knowledge. I started laughing at him. So I asked the Mexican dude his name next to me. I say, "What's your name?" He said, "Gilberto." I said, "He said his name Gilberto. Do that sound like him?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "What did I say my name was?" He said, "Knowledge." I said, "Do that sound like me? Do that look like me?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "So what if I tell you my name was Kenneth?" He looked at me. He said, "Nah, that don't look like you. That don't look like you." Bro, we the only person who don't know who the fuck we is. So we got to start finding out why we define ourselves or how we define ourselves, like what we truly are, because we don't know if we black. We don't know if we African. We don't know if we African American. And we the only white people are the only people that you don't see European American when you go look for a job application. You know, they just American. That's go look at they're American. We're African American. Why the separation? Because technically all the land masses used to be together where Africa is located. That's why they call it the motherland. That's why they call it gave birth to the other land masses.
That's why I say we can't continue not to acknowledge that shit. They are intentionally separating us. Intentionally. This is just what you just said. So that's why because we gotta teach our kids, hey man, your path is gonna be harder than an average motherfucker. Goddamn flies, I'm sick. Your path, you gotta work harder. Your path, hey man, you're a target out here. You hear me? It's goddamn. That's my, but hey man, I appreciate you brothers pulling up and all that shit, man. This is a good show, man. We talk about real life situations, real people, real problems, real solutions. Talk about economics, education, politics, social and community development, as well as military development, man. So we love everybody, man. But we're teaching self-love, or at least that's my perception, because we've been taught to self-hate so much to where we refuse to identify as one people under one accord with one agenda. So I love everybody, man. I love y'all, man. Knowledge yourself. Dirty Mackin. Peace.
In
closing.
My love.
Shalom.